Hello, let's look a little bit at the Autocolor, Autolevels, and Autocontrast because we have been talking about the histogram and somehow of the levels adjustment, and now let's look at those three auto commands and what it's different in each one of them. So you're gonna find them on the image adjustment, auto levels, auto contrast, and auto color. Let's start with the simplest one, that it's auto color. You can use that to maximize the contrast in your image without bringing a color cast in the image, because if we are going to look at the levels, what autocolor does is gonna analyze the image and it's gonna look for the darkest pixels and the lighter pixels, and it's gonna try to clip those pixels in the overall picture. So because it's working on all three levels, all three channels, the result, it doesn't bring any color casts, so the whole thing remains the same. Let's see how it's going to look. Auto color, and now if we look at the levels, it's going to be something like this. So everything happens on the all channels, RGB in this case. Now the next one, it's let's talk about auto contrast. It does the same thing, but analyzing channels. So if we are going to look at the histogram in all channels view, it's gonna search for the lighter point, let's say lighter point on all those three channels, and if it finds the lighter point in here, it is going to clip all the channels till that point. So let's see auto contrast. It searches on every channel and clips the highest on the one channel, not on overall image, but let's say that I have a high pixel that it's reddish. It's gonna clip all the channels at that point, and also the same thing for the blacks. And the third one is Autolevels. Well, Autolevels, it brings the most contrast of the three commands, but Autolevels, it clips the channels differently, so it doesn't make the same change in all the channels but differently. Let's look in the levels command, and let's say that I would like to do an auto contrast. That would mean that I'll see the red, I'll see the green, I'll see the blue. Let's say the highest point it's on the red in here, so I'm gonna have 2, 3, 2, also for green, and also for blue. And after that, I'm going to search for the black point. Let's say that it's here, and if it's here, it's 27. Okay, so copy. I'm gonna put it 27, sorry, and 27 in here. So that it's kind of like, of course I've clipped too much of the blacks, I think, and things like that, but that it's the idea behind this auto command, that it's auto contrast. In Autolevels it's different because it's gonna see the red. Okay, the red, it has to be here. After that, let's see the blue, it has to be, let's see the green, sorry, it has to be here. After that, let's see the blue, it has to be here. So it brings the best contrast in your image, but because the changes are different in the levels, it can bring in the image color casting. So let's say that I will have for this, like, let's assume that my highest white would be here. For the highest white to be here, as you see, the whole image is kind of cold because I've made a little bit of more on the blue channel. So that's pretty much about the all three. If you want to see the options for them, and maybe it helps you understand better, the first one is enhance monochromatic contrast, and that is how auto contrast works. Enhance per channel contrast, and that is how the auto level works. And find and darken light colors on the image, and that's the way the Autocolor works. Don't forget, you can check out always the help menu. I have to escape. Okay, and you can just do a search for, let's save Autocolor and Autolevels, and it's gonna see the entries for set auto adjustment options, and here you are going to see, all of those, what are they doing, and what's the appropriate command for them. You can also use autocorrect options when you, let's say that I'm gonna do levels and I wanna hit that auto button. If I wanna hit that auto button, he's going to make me an auto levels, but I want to change the clipping, so I wanna clip more. I can click on options and I wanna clip 1.1, let's say. Okay, and now when you place, you don't need to place anymore auto, but as you see, the clipping on the highlights and dark are a lot bigger. So what is clipping means? Let's undo. Clipping means that if I'm gonna drag this slider till here, this is the area that it's gonna get clipped. So everything from this point is gonna become white, being clipped. So if you have any questions, please go on the phsh.ro and log in and send me an email or contact me somehow. And I hope that you did understand a little bit. It was a quick and short, but that was the idea, just for those 3 comments. Okay, thanks a lot. See ya.